we should be live. So, whoever is going to be watching this now or later, welcome. Welcome. As usual, welcome. Today we're not playing Trails for once. For once, actually not playing Trails. Because I still need to recover from the Rendor. Even though technically that was... I already said it on last stream, that it was like my third time going through that door. It does not get easier. It does not get easier. Anyway, timer? Timer, please. Timer? You good? Oh, I had numlock disabled, of course. Anyway, I should really make a BGM for the thing, for the stream start thing. I have the ability to. It might be somewhat shitty, but it's still something. Anyway, the game's here. No full screen. Game's up. Where the hell was Hack9? Here? Oh, good. I guessed right. And now let me do this. And this. Anyway, this is going to be quite... I'm actually not sure where this is going to be in the game itself. But this is after I actually finish, after I actually beat the hidden boss. Hidden. It's not exactly hidden, but it is a harder variation of the boss. So this probably is going to be right after I started the game. It's either going to be right after I started the game or after I went through the first area. Let's see where this leads me. I could have quickly progressed further in. Wait, we are already here. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's much less work to do. Anyway, I shall be recapping on what the hell have I done off stream, that is. First of all, I found this thing, and this was in the... Well, I suppose I should just be going through the things. That's going to be more efficient. Also, there has been some stuff that I got. The swimsuit, I actually got after winning the game, after beating the game for the first time, and then for the first time on the actual big boss, and it was in a chest in the Snows room. It actually does change Snows' look visually, but I didn't seem to see any relevant changes in terms of any gameplay apart from visual. But yeah, did I no, Zap I already got, so let's just run through this. Let's just run through this. I'll explain what I got and from where I got it on the way. The armor that I'm currently wearing is more powerful than Tatenashi, and it's the thing that drops from the big round two-headed Hydra thing in the vault area. That's where that thing drops from. I also double checked and putting on 2 different armors does not stack, so that was a bit annoying. It's not that much of an issue though. Not as much of an issue as it could be, at least. Honestly, with this much HP, it is possible to handle the final boss, but only if you have the Ashura Gaunt. And there's a very specific reason why it's the only reason why it's doable. Okay, so we don't have the guy unlocked yet. That's okay. That just means that I need to go through here. I'm not getting the ice sword because there's literally no use out of it. I don't remember what is up there. And I don't think I need anything that is up there. What I do need is on the way here. I could pick up the ice suit there, but there's no real use for it. I have the more powerful armor anyway. And I believe this armor is the most powerful that you can get because it has the same price as the max bomb thing. Okay, let's get this event going. That's good. Then I need to beat Scott. And to get the Scott, I need to get the admin, who should be above here. Yep. Okay. We already know that she just gives us information and then proceeds to leave. Like, I don't... It's fine. Maybe I should have the accelerator for these. It's inefficient though, given that I need armor for more efficient. Well. I'll leave that for now. Oh, that's where I get to... That's where I initially got the map scouter from. I actually forgot where I got that. Well, regardless. I'll take the repair. Not that I need it. An ether could be useful though. Honestly, let's just deal with Scott and then go back and save. We'll also need to pick up 9's laptop from the second area. There we go. And here I can showcase the Ashura Gaunt, which I got from the weird Evangelion looking thing in the final areas. Yeah, but basically the thing does this. The thing does this, and this basically triples to quadruples the damage that I can output with the sword. At the cost of, I believe, 5 MP. Which on its own is pretty good. I still think I didn't get every item that I could out of this, but let's be honest, grinding every single mob for an item is just slightly unreasonable. Just slightly. I had to kill the big round thing like 20 times to even get the armor. And then I forgot to save with the armor, and then I didn't land the jump quite right in the final areas and went into the pit and lost the thing. So that was a very fun experience when I had to re-grind for the armor. I guess I'll just sell the repairs and the ethers, that's fine. Sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this. Everything else stays. I'll take as much HP as I can take. I need to pick up the laptop, and the laptop... Where do I even... I think it's here. Through there you get to the other area. It should be through here? Question mark? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the laptop get. Now to get to the final area, all I need is to go to the vault area, get the guy out of the thing, get the guy out of the thing, which unlocks the Scott fight. Let's also save, because of course the last thing I need is to randomly get KO'd, get slashed and KO'd. That's the last thing I need. Now we go through the same path that we went before, but instead of the admin we go down. I'm not even using the map scouter at this point because it's just inefficient. I don't even need it in the inventory because at this point I memorized every single map. For better or for worse, I have memorized every single map. Okay, I guess this is also part of the thing. I don't think I'm going to be streaming trails after this, right after this, that is. But well, it depends on how long we're going to go through this. It could be longer than I expect, but this might be a short stream regardless. We cannot enter that place yet. We need the authentication from the Wi-Fi card and whatnot. But we can go through here. And that is very good. Now let's get this handled ahead of time. Before I forget. I've had it happen quite a few times while grinding this offline. I go into an area, I manage to accidentally die, and then I end up having to go through like 2 or 3 more areas because I forgot to save in between all of those areas. First of all, sell this, buy this. Honestly, MP boosts might be more convenient now at this HP amount. It's still nowhere near the safe HP amount to actually deal with the boss, with the big boss without Ashra Gaunt, but oh, it reset, right. There might be another ending, because I did figure out after the new game flag and having sold the item, I did figure out what the thing was that was in the graveyard area in the 5th thing. I did figure it out. It was a raider jammer, but I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever where to use that. It's not something that you use in the battleship. It's not something that you use in the hidden area. It's not something that you seem to be able to use across the entire game, although I didn't experiment that much. Well, as long as I go with the assumption that this is actually the final ending here, well, then I can just be like, I'm actually done. even here you can't really use the thing, so I have no idea where to use it, if it's even usable. And it's not like there is a valid walkthrough for this version of the game. I feel like the other game, Hack9, not Hack9, might actually be the one that is the latest version, but like the current situation for Hack9, from what I see, feels like something you would not even something. It feels like Ao Oni. That game also has multiple versions, and those versions have different endings. I hear that there's a new one or something, but I have not confirmed that. But hey, if there's a new Ao Oni version, I might actually stream that. I'm not averse to horror games, as my Outlast playthrough shows, and the horror game things. I don't mind horror games, it's just you won't be able to get much of a reaction from me. I guess without a gold bar, it's not likely that... What was I even saying? Without a gold bar? I meant without the ice sword, but yeah. Anyway. This thing is what dropped the armor that I'm currently wearing, which has a defense stat of 5. And then later you can actually go through this area and find it. You can get this thing, which protects you from the poison damage that is in this area and later in the majority of the 5th area. So that's quite fun. Yes, now that my inventory is pretty empty, I can pick up everything out of here. I wonder if the guy is already there. I actually did not pay attention. Oh, he is. Good. That's very good. Okay, now we can switch back to the armor, because this thing does have quite a few points of damage. Honestly, the armor does not help that much when dealing with the final boss. It does not help that much. You're still dealing with like 14 damage per big hit. No, I'm not risking this. I was about to try that jump, but I hate that jump more than any of the other jumps. Even more than the jump on the way back from the room where you fight 9. That jump is awful. If you miss the hit with the sword on the camera drone thing, you are on this thing, you basically are screwed to just fall into the pit. I still have no idea if you can survive the pit if you are damage boosting, but I'm not willing to test that out right now. So let's get back, save. I'm surprised that nothing happens if I just bring the guy back. Because I'm currently holding the guy with me. He is on me. Sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this. I guess I'll also get a few MP boosts. Because those are basically what fuel the final fight. And now we can go back and deliver the guy from the vault to the wife. I might be missing some drops here, but honestly, I think I am about as peak condition as I can get in the game. You can get extra weapons and drops from the mobs in the hidden area, but there's really nothing that is that much worth. I think I also got the drop from the missile thing, and the interesting thing is that the missile thing, that jumping thing only appears in 2 spots. Once in the hidden area, and even in the hidden area, the thing is pretty hidden itself. And then once in the initial area. That's even worse. I'm not jumping through that. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, there's the wife. Okay. That should unlock Scott. And with Scott unlocked, I can just... I should probably save. I should probably save here. Well, guess I don't need to jump. And since I don't need to jump, might as well execute them. And this is why that thing is useful. Yeah? He's pretty... he is pretty weak on his own. Okay. Oh, and we got some ginger. That's nice. Now that we have the land card, we can get back to the 3rd floor. We can get back to the 3rd floor, unlock the thing that leads to the 5th floor, and once that's done, we're very close to the actual end. I'm still not sure if there's any other ending. The fact that you can get the Raider Jammer, and the fact that it does not really cost anything, is really suspicious, because every single item that is important to the progress is basically is free in terms of its cost, and that makes me very suspicious of why, or rather, where am I supposed to use it? Honestly, I'm not sure, because it's a Raider Jammer, yes, but where would I even use that? I don't think there has been any case where I'm dealing with a Raider of any sort. Unless it's an item that you just keep passively and it prevents enemies from detecting you. That's actually not impossible. But I guess if that was the case, you would be able to wear it, but you can't. Huh. Well, technical stuff. Technical stuff, that seems to be done. Since it's done, my target now is to run through this area. Honestly, with this much HP, I don't really even care about the poison damage either. It's honestly all the same to me. It just becomes less efficient to handle the repairs. Yeah, this is the thing. Then again, I did show it in the other thing, so it's fine. I believe there is an HP boost here. Yeah. This I don't care. This I'm using. Then we get this. Then let's set this to 5. And we're basically set towards the rest of the game. An odd thing that I have not tested is the reactor boss. I mean, it's not exactly a boss, it's just... It plays like a boss, but technically it's just an event thing. I wonder if that is... if I can get through the death trigger by using the suit. Because the way you get the suit is accessible from two places. From here, if you go into the server room area and then return back through the vault, that's how you can access one of the areas. Rather, that area. That's one of the ways you can access the area, and the other way is to go through the vault itself. Well, I think I saved. If I didn't, well, it is what it is. I'm curious. Can I just go through the death trigger without... It should be there, regardless. Let's see. It should be here. Ah, so you have to damage boost through that. That is interesting. That is interesting. Anyway, another MP boost. This might actually be an hour of a stream. Maybe. The fact that it took me 35 minutes to get this far is a bit... I mean, it's not slow, but it's not fast either. Especially given all of the equipment that I have. Ah. Nice. We love to see it. Well, I've also checked, but you cannot get... You can get to the area where you fight 9 before you interact with the area down, but there is no one there at that point, so it's not very useful. You can also deal with the reactor ahead of time. That's also something that you can do. I guess I could also get all of the claymores. I'm surprised that you can't just pick up more as a different slot. But I guess it's fine. Essentially, that's just money for more MP HP boosts. Rest does not matter remotely as much. Speaking of Windows and Linux shenanigans, the fact that Windows 10 ends support in like 4 days is, well, 4 days, 3 days, give or take, is, well, it's sad, because Windows 11 is... We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Anyway, back to the game, I guess. Not that I have not played the game. Whatever. You can see by the price that this thing is the most powerful that you can get. It's the equivalent of that thing. That's why you can see it. I'm still missing some equipment, it seems, but... Well, that should be good enough for both the boss fight and not the boss fight. So now I just need to... I guess first we get the server thing handled, then we get the server thing handled. I also showcase the anorak suit's location, and then and then we just go and finish up with the game, I guess. Because the reactor is a separate event from everything else. It's probably going to be happening regardless of whether I do it now or after I get the thing. Also in here I can just use the armor. I will need to return through the... I will need to return out of here through the vault, because there is no way back. But it's fine. Guess I can also get the sword here, which gives me even more capital to work with. More HP and more MP for the final boss battle. Also, speaking of the anorak suit, this is where you get the thing. It's this thing. And I ended up burning it in the first playthrough, which is why I did not get it. And technically, this also means that you can get the thing before you go into the vault areas with the poison, which technically makes everything that I have been doing to power through the stuff with repairs quite stupid. I mean, it's a valid workaround, but the fact that it was done when I had an option to just go around everything makes it really, really stupid, and I acknowledge it. Also, this thing, I'm just gonna get it to sell it for completion purposes. Not that I think I'm going to be completing the actual buyer's inventory by the end of this stream. There's too much grind involved. And some items don't even appear, like the Raider Jammer, which does not appear, or the thing that I got from the missile mob that was jumping. The thing that I got from that guy also did not appear at the fires. I guess I could grind the guy and see. Also, technically, on the way back, I could... I could get more inventory space if I got rid of the anorak suit. And technically, I don't... Do I even need the... do I need the M16? That is a very good question. I am actually not sure. Because at the final boss battle I only used a sword. Choices, I guess. This thing, this thing, this thing. This thing, this thing. Everything else stays. Yeah. One of these is the armor that I get. The rest I have no idea. I seem to be missing whatever the item is for defense 4. I seem to be missing that, because the armor that I currently have is defense 5. Well, technically I guess I could resell it. I'm going to miss out on things, but... It's not like I have much use to the thing. Oh, I guess it was defense 4. Okay, that's more accurate. I'm just misremembering things at this point. Okay, I get this back. And lose most of the gain that I had from the other things, but it's fine. This should connect to the 5th floor still. And it sure does. I wonder if... let me save this. I wonder if I don't save here, or rather, if I don't interact with that guy, does 9 appear? I don't think 9 appears, but we can check. It's not like there is anything that I lose by checking. Quite literally. Let's use this. I guess I could get some repairs on the way, so that I don't lose too much HP on the battle with 9. Okay, powered through. And then I need to slash here. Actually, that does make me wonder, would this car... I don't remember if I did this. I think I did this. I fought 9 through the thing, and then I ended up going back and getting melted by the explosion. I think that did happen. I'm not even sure why I'm getting the gold, because there's no real use for it. Especially on the way back. I guess I could get more of the things. Being able to navigate through these areas without poison damage, being a timer, is so much more comfortable. I can't even explain it. It's so much more comfortable. And to be honest, I was expecting the item to be there to actually prevent all of this poison damage. I just wasn't expecting the fact that I actually accidentally melted the item. Oh. Sometimes it do be like that. I guess maybe I should have just gone further forward to get the Raider Jammer. Oh well. Not that there is much of a loss. In fact, I think this is a game because I still haven't done the interaction so we can check things. Sell this thing, sell this thing, sell this thing, sell this thing, sell this thing. Good. Two of these, two of these. I guess the game is kind of built in a way that you... Basically, if you can't win, you just grind and you will win eventually. As long as it's not max damage. And even then, if you can get to this point and get to the new game flag, unless there is a hard cap on the HP being 999, you might actually be able to grind past the damage cap of the spikes. I would not recommend it. But it's something that I think is possible, at least to some level. You will go mad trying to do it. I have no idea how many hours would that take. But it's not impossible. In fact, having this much HP is pretty much the sole reason why I can even progress through the final boss. Because the final boss patterns are unreasonable at best and impossible at worst. And that is my best assessment of the situation. It does make me curious whether the other game by the same dev, Hacker9, is a sequel or a reimagination of this one. Regardless, I'm not sure if I'm going to be touching that game anytime soon. Maybe I will be starting that right after playing Hack9 and finishing Trails, which is something that I'm also going to be doing, just probably not today. I actually ended up punching the wall out of anger after the Ren door and after stream. The only thing that I can really say at this point is that if the game makes you feel things, it's a good game. It's a good game. And that's how I feel about Trails. Although I guess that's not necessarily the game. The game is part of it, but the characters. If you can empathize, is that even the right word? I'm not sure, but if you can empathize with the characters, then the game is good. That should be... I'll get one more go. The Ashura Gaunt I got from this thing. And that proved to be the most important item in terms of what helped me handle the final boss. That and the 2 eaters that I picked up on the way. One of which is here, at the boss room with 9, and the other eater was on the way to the final boss. Raider Jammer made by Shimane Avionics, and I have no idea where to use that. I just have no idea where to use that. I mean, maybe it's something that I need to carry until the actual end of the game. Like the... what was it? Like the Nikumaru counter from Cave Story. Maybe it's something like that. Shit. Well, I can I can dodge that. Just don't stand still because that thing has long range. Let's see. Is 9 here already? That's pretty much my first question here. And if 9 isn't here already, then, well, guess I'll have to go back. But first I should probably pick up the HP and MP boosts. Those are pretty important. Let's see. 9 is not here. So I guess I do need to interact with the buyer back at the teleporter room. Well, more stuff for me to do, I guess. I guess that would make sense because that's the only thing that I have not checked. Winning the actual game with the thing on you. Because I have only beaten the game once, and that was after I dropped the thing in front of the room. Rather, in front of the guy. Oh. Nothing to lose here, I guess. Apart from this damned thing that can randomly just destroy me if it hits me in the right way, which is probably the most annoying part here. Spikes have consistency. The pit has consistency. The radioactive thing has consistency. But the sword guy, the ninja thing, has no consistency. One time it has 7 damage, and another time it deals insta-kill. Very consistent. If only the same feature applied to when I was using the weapon from the mob myself, random insta-kill chance, that would have made things so much easier. But alas, the conveniency is not on me, it's on the mobs. And I can't say I hate it that much either. It's really not that bad. And look, I was basically dashing through all of this, and I still have 100 HP left. So it's really not that bad once you have enough HP to tank through things. Although it would be much worse if I wasn't with the... if I didn't have the Anorak suit with me. Basically, the entire message is from the guy is that, from the chief, is that Commander seems untrustworthy and Commander is potentially working against us. And that the chief is going to search for a way to escape. That's basically the entire message. I've seen it like 5 times now. I've kind of memorized it, as well as the map. Well, memorized it is a strong phrase. I have not memorized it, but I do remember the brain, please work. The rough contents of the message. Using a repair here to just recover HP is not even worth it. I'm just gonna dash through. Now here I might end up needing to use one. Okay. This is about as efficient as it's going to get. I'm just doing a damage boost there just in case I don't want to get slashed. It's not a very fun experience when you are about to finish up the entire thing and you just get slashed and insta-killed. It's not fun. I don't remember if I actually downloaded the other game, the Hack9 game. Well, regardless, I don't think I'm going to be testing that out today, regardless of whether I finish the game or not. And I am going to be finishing this by the end of the stream, which might be ending in like 30 minutes as well. Also, let's switch to the armor, and yeah, power unit stays for now because I need double jump to actually reach the top. Without double jump, this is like, what the hell I'm doing. And there's 9. Switch this. And now let's begin. Wait for her here. You can see how much faster this is. Disappear. Nope. Oh, I managed to do this even without a single teleport, which is beautiful. Yeah, secret thing, USB, and then she despawns. Well, disappears. That's about as good as it's going to get. Switch back to this thing, and we go. I'm still wondering why the dev chose to make the hacker theme so central to the story. Like not even specifically the hacker theme, but more like the technical stuff. Like there is so much technical stuff like IPs and whatnot. Like my question is why? Was it necessary to tell this story that way? Well, that's just my dev brain speaking. It doesn't change that the game is enjoyable. And this is what I said about missing a jump. This is what I said about missing a jump. You miss a jump and then you feel so screwed by yourself that it becomes really annoying. Anyway, that's before I picked up the Raider Jammer, so I'll just pick it up on the way. The mission, decrypting, emailing, hidden motive, trying to escape, TLDR. Here we go again, I guess. This time it's going to be quicker, because I'm not actually wasting time on the way back after checking that 9 is not there. Okay. So far, the only endings that I'm aware of are you beat the big boss and you beat 9 but do not talk to 9 after beating her and then just leave. Those are the only two endings that I'm currently aware of. But given the fact that the Raider Jammer exists, I wouldn't be surprised if there is another ending at the very least, but I have no real way of confirming that. To begin with, I don't think I even tried to exit. Did I try to get the other ending with the Raider Jammer on me? I don't remember. Oh, that's one repair. I only need like 5 more. I still have no idea what the hell are these things. From my perspective, they are just flying orbs that drop repairs. And also act as platforms occasionally. Then I guess I don't even care that much apart from that. If I can get my repairs, then it's fine. I don't think I'm even going to be doing any breaks for this stream. Because I'm basically done with the game. For the most part, at least. My inner completionist brain is telling me to continue the game and grind all of the mobs for the buyer items. But I don't think it's worth it. Maybe there's also going to be a second reward for just beating the game again. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I suppose we'll figure that out when we get to it. As long as I don't miss the jump again, that is. Is my repair luck truly this awful? Maybe it is. But yeah, apart from Hack9, I think I'm still not entirely sure, but it's probably going to be happening. We're probably going to be finishing up Trails the 3rd tomorrow, or on the next stream, whenever that is. It's probably going to be soon. Not soon, like not right after this stream, but yeah. After that, I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing, but I think I'll figure out something. There are a few games that I wanted to play, a few games that I wanted to get. Silk Song is one of them, but it will have to wait. Okay, we are stacked on repairs, that's fine. Actually, I can get one more, then we can go. Just for efficiency. Speaking of, when I don't need this many repairs, I just get all of them. And when I need repairs, I need to grind for them for the next 15 minutes. Ugh. Oh, it's fine regardless. As long as I don't miss the jumps, we should be fine. Or get KO'd by this thing. Those are pretty much the only cases in which I will need to do this again. Might as well, because I need to pick this up as well. And now we're fully set. Not having to worry about poison damage is just glorious. God damn it, sneeze. Oh, I also forgot that I had the HP boost here. Right. Might as well get those before the fight. Slash me. I was not expecting to do that. I forgot that you can do it that way. Well. Welcome to stupid ways to screw up your gameplay plan. Well, at least I'm getting some stream duration. Regardless of how stupid my actual decisions seem to be. At least we're getting something out of it. Definitely not a speedrun at this point. I think that even if I tried to put this game onto speedrun.com, I would need to do a stream or a video from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. In one video, ideally. And with the true boss, I don't think that is very much possible. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's not impossible, let me correct myself. It's not impossible, but the video is going to be like 8 hours long. I'm not even joking. It would be like 8 hours long because you need enough HP to live through that entire battle. You also need enough MP to actually use the Ashura God, and that's ignoring the fact that you also need to grind for the Ashura God. Among other factors that are not any less unreasonable to achieve. Like, it's not impossible. If you have enough HP, you can just tank everything. But that's also the thing. In the early game, you don't really have any efficient way to grind huge amounts of money. Like, here you can grind money very efficiently because there's a lot of mobs and you just slash through them. But the thing is, in the early game you do not really have this kind of option nor do you have the amount of HP that would allow you to tank through things, whether it's for grinding purposes or for progress purposes. So if you would try to grind like 300 HP on in the first floor area, you would end up with like 5-hour grind, if not more, to just get a reasonable amount of HP before progressing to an area where you can get more HP per more money per mob, or more specifically more mobs. And even then it's going to be like the first 7-ish hours of the stream would be to grind the necessary amount of HP. Then once you have the HP, you tank the bosses and whatnot to get the necessary items and necessary progress things. And even then you would need to grind some mobs and whatnot to get items that are outright necessary to beat the game. I'm not saying that it would be impossible to beat the big boss without the Ashura Gaunt. It's not impossible, but it would need the... It would probably need double the HP amount, the HP max that I currently have. It would probably require double that. In other words, 600 HP. And 600 HP is unreasonable to get to begin with. Because I'm on my fifth reset-ish at this point, and I'm still only at 324. And that's with all of the area HP boosts plus HP boosts that I bought, which probably totals over 99, which would be one stack of HP boosts from the buyer in a single run. I almost got hit by that thing. I hate it. I hate it. I'm not even going to be saying it, not saying it. I hate that thing. I wonder if that's a type of a power armor, actually. It seems like it. Huh. Oh. This area is annoying. I've probably already said this before, but the mobs interfering with the jumps is really painful sometimes. Now let's not repeat the thing that happened like 15 minutes ago at this point and put the Raider Jammer into the wall. In fact, I'm going to put it here. And now we can go get it back. And now we can cook. Now we can cook. Switch this to Hiraishi, switch this to Ashura Gaunt. Wait. Oh, sweet hell. Did I forget to interact with the buyer? No, no, don't make me do this again. We love to see it. I need to go back all the way. I need to go all the way back to the teleporter room, talk to the buyer, and then go back here. Yes. Yes, definitely. Beautiful. Just plain glorious. Not the ship, that is. And with this I can just do this, because that allows me to actually not miss the jump. I undercalculated the jump. I can get a repair down here. Actually, I should have probably kept that repair, but it's fine. Honestly, not an issue. I can probably get one here. Yeah, it's fine. I do wonder if the walkthrough that I mean I've only seen the thumbnail of the quote unquote walkthrough for this game, for Hack9. It was titled as such, but the thumbnail did not show any. It showed a boss battle that I did not recognize. That did not happen in here. So how accurate that is, or if it's even from Hack9 and not Hacker9, I'm not sure, but there's really only one way to find that out. And that way is to play the other game. Because for this game, we are basically done. As much as we can have done, we have done. Also, I think I should just go and get some more MP boosts. I have the ability, and I'll take it. Might as well get some use out of it. Not this. Let me put this. That's good. Let's go slightly ballsy and not save. Because surely I'm not going to be choking the jump again. Surely not. That's really a good sign. Really? There we go. I do wonder if the radar jammer is actually going to change anything. I'm not even sure if I'm going to recognize if the radar jammer changes any of the dialogue after the boss battle. I'm really unsure if it's going to change anything or if I'm going to notice anything. Because after I beat the big boss for the first time off stream, I just skipped through the dialogue, so I really have no idea. I remember seeing the commander, but apart from that, that was pretty obvious that the commander is not doing too good in terms of being aligned too good. And again, what is even good or bad in this situation? All we know is that Snord, or Ayumu, is on a revenge path on a revenge path to achieve revenge against Nichinanko. That's pretty much the only thing that I really remember about the entire situation on that matter. I suppose we'll see the specifics later. If the ending is going to be different, then I might just reload the save and achieve the other ending. Well, that's not exactly planned, but it's not like I'm losing that much HP. I say as I'm getting hit. Okay, now we're actually in the area, so that's good. Doing a bit worse for the wear, but this should be fine. Switch to Hiraishi. Those repairs I'll pick up on the way back. Okay, switch to Ashragond, go back, or more specifically go down. And now we wait. Probably not going to be as lucky with the teleports. yeah, not as lucky with the teleports. Oh, that's really fun. Delaying the inevitable, I see. Is that a kunai? Oh, that's an unappraised one. Which means this is a new one. That's probably a rare drop of sorts. Switch to power unit. Blah 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 blah. TLDR. Sacrifice to screw up Nichinan's plans. And basically outsourcing the job to me. And given what Snort actually wants, that's not that bad. Now the question is, what the hell does this do in terms of damage, since this was a drop from the same thing, huh? Really, really... I mean, I guess that's fine. This might actually be slightly better for the big boss battle. I'm not sure though. Also, let me see. Ah, so it doesn't do that. Well, it doesn't get the actual damage increase or the whatever from the Ashura Gaunt, which just makes it less useful. Even with the superior range and maneuver and flexibility of use, it's not worth. Like, tell me, if you were in a battle and you would have two weapons, which one you would prefer? One with flexibility, but damage, the same damage, or a sword that can just multiply the damage and has basically the same range in the long run? And this, like Munechika with the Ashura Gaunt, is basically 3 to 4 by 6 in terms of pure damage, and decent range as well. You can't aim it vertically like you can do the kunai, but it's still basically the same range, just a bit shorter. In terms of literal range, nothing is as good as the firearms or arms in general, but arms cost MP and are, I would say, cost inefficient. Firearms do not seem to cost MP to some level, but their range is lower, still greater than the melee weapons, but given this thing, it's not worth. Honestly, when I saw the thing, when I saw Ashura Gaunt being dropped and I first used it, I thought that it would be useless. But then I saw the damage that it achieves and I was like, oh, this might have some use. And that's how we are stuck with what we have, essentially. I think I might actually end up just dropping the kunai. Actually, I can just go in. It's fine. either drop the kunai or I drop the anorak suit, because none of these are technically as necessary. TLDR secret location in the HQ. Well, I believe I sold one of those, so it's fine. Let me just dump that. And into this we go. I'm not even gonna fight them. It's not worth it. It's just a waste of HP, pretty much. It's much better to just go around. Actually, down, not there. No idea what this thing is either, but... And here we go. Switch to this. Supposed to be assassinated, vengeance, and here we go. We're still getting 14 damage out of these things, but... damage output this way is much greater. Just hit it on the center and you're fine. Recover only at like... what was it? I believe 40 HP. Just using the mobs as a platform. Because they also deal less damage. That actually was not expected. Okay, so we can't go there. this is basically what the ending seems to be. We can't go into that direction. Well, the only thing I can do here is this. After a lengthy battle, Snort finally updated the PGA's data. Its field data on Nichinan made power armor collected by PGA pilots through live combat, along with data on new nuclear weaponry and human experiments. Oh, that's just fun. That's just... ugh. All that remained was to use the botnet within Nine's USB to broadcast the data for all the world to see, and ruin the very name of Nichinan Enterprises. And then Snort's revenge would be complete. And this is basically credits-ish. 5th level Prophet, Elite Corgi Dog, Master Ninja. So those things were ninjas, actually. Oh, Prophet is probably the flying thing. Kung Fu Fighter. Deathworms, Mine Jet. Okay. Scion, Laser Unit, Production Model, Ryan, The Stone. Without an image, I have no idea what these mobs are. Good game. Let's see. Employee, the PGA leadership in the control room, 9 at the nuclear storage vault, all confirmed dead. Okay. But Snort, real name Ayumu Suno, is still at large. Commander. Of course it's the commander. Snort's whereabouts are unknown. Reading is sometimes a pain. You're saying she escaped without the data. Wasn't that meant to be her very objective? Huh. I mean, we got the ending where Snort did get the data, but... yes, the logs show traces of browsing, but none of copying. That's interesting. Then I suppose he gets shot. This is a problem for Nichinan as a whole. The sin of letting Snort escape is a heavy one. And then we get a flag reset. Let's see, do we have anything in the thing here? Is it going to be the swimsuit again? Yep. Oh, might as well wear this thing for a bit. Apart from that, there's really nothing else. It seems that having the Raider has not done anything. Having the Raider jammer, at least. kunai? Oh, Assassin's kunai. We still don't have nearly all of the weapons. But it's not like I'm going to be bothering to actually get all of the weapons either. Yeah, at this point, I have no idea what would cause any other ending, if there is any other ending. And pretty much I can't even, like, we're done. We're done. GG. What? How? What? What? Okay, I guess that was weird. Anyway, that is it. That is it. 2 hours. Pretty good. I was expecting to finish this within an hour, but some mishaps ended up preventing that. Anyway, whoever is going to be watching this now or later, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the actual, it seems, finale of this game. And, well, whoever is going to be seeing this, God knows when, it's basically a walkthrough. In its own form, it's a walkthrough. So, that's that. Adios. Yeah. See you in the next stream, which is probably going to be Trails. Once again, adios.